Welcome to Almost a Podcast, episode 206 with Paul and Barry.
Hello, listeners.
So today we're going to be talking about Paul's recent, what do you call it? Essex GT
Essex
3.
GT, the third
Number three.
That you played in as well.
I did.
Yes.
It was a one-day event.
One-day event, because that's...
Which called Paul out, which made me laugh.
Not me, like a different Paul.
A different Paul. Who stayed over thinking it was a second day.
At no point did I say it was a second day. In fact, but never mind. People don't read. I had another guy who had paid.
Came just for the Sunday?
And said, "Oh, I thought it was on Sunday." And I was like, at no point was it ever advertised as Sunday. So,
So when Paul got to the end of the day and I realised there was no day. Well, you'd only been drinking all day. Yeah. Oh, well, you're here now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll talk about that a little bit later, but the event went well.
Yeah, I mean, it's so before we get into the things of lists and games, it's just like, I mean, yes, I've run a few events now, but it's so easy to run a War Master event. It's just... compared to other game systems, it's so simple.
So what system do you use to run the pairings?
Oh, so Best Coast pairings. I use so that's the tournament app, and I use it's Swiss event. So random draw for the first round, then winners play winners. We would have needed another game round to have decided an absolute winner in terms of wins. So the winner is the guy with the 3 wins and the best results.
But that's because anything up to 16,
over 8, you
may need a fourth round. Because you end up with 3 winners generally at the end of round.
So in our example here, we had 2 people who were undefeated, and so the fourth round would have been those 2, and they would have been 1 and 2.
So at the end of round 2, you tend to end up with about 3 or 4, and then you need a fourth round. But we didn't have a fourth round, so
But I mean, so I only had to answer a few rules questions, which I could answer. It's just so easy to run War Master. And
I mean, we are lucky we got a relatively established gaming community.
Yeah. I was the spare player, so if there was an odd number or if someone had to go that made it an odd number, I would have obviously fallen on my sword and been the spare player. So I'd have dropped out, but lucky that didn't happen. So I could play every round, which was cool. But I could easily play the game and answer anybody's rules questions that they had, when it was needed. And for this one, even though I've written the tournament pack to have chess clocks, I just did round time for this one because I think we've evolved now to where round time's enough. Because as I say to people, the clock system is only ever there to get a result. And I found that there were some games that were pushing the time, but I just said to them, okay, we need to carry.
But did any of them go over the time?
No, not really. No, I
think we were.
We played. So we got out of the venue with 2 minutes after 6, which was.
I'm pretty sure in round 1 everybody was waiting on us finishing.
What your
my game?
Your game,
which I'll talk about, but. That wasn't because we were over time. That was just because we were the last game running. All the games, because we stopped with it, so we called it a day before the end of the round.
Yeah.
So all the games finished within around the 2.5 hours.
Yeah, fine. And the ones that stopped artificially, they could easily achieve a result. And so every game got a definitive result. And also the ones where I was sitting on it, I was like, okay, you need to finish. They weren't the ones that they weren't the winners playing winners. Okay. They were the lower ones. Every game, they weren't the ones that are going to matter to the first, second, third.
So it's a good discussion to have around why the death clocks existed and why they might not be a permanent addition. Because now you've pulled away from them. They were there because you were having problems potentially getting results.
Yes. Yeah.
And you need a way to get a fucking result.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in a big event.
I don't enjoy in terms of timing somebody out in terms of that's it done. You have to take an absolute, but it's there. But it's so this because honestly, for this one, because I was setting everything up and the clocks were in the club cupboard, I was just for speed. I was just right, let's get going, play the first round. Let's get and it was we'll just do round time, and that's just me. And even that is just me putting up a 2.5 hour clock that everyone can see.
Yeah.
And it's and then if I'm asked how long do you have, it's there. So it's 2.5 hours. And
so it's not hidden because sometimes you have
no,
you've got 2 hours and then a random amount.
No, I don't see the need to that.
Yeah.
So and as I say, all it is needed is to get a result. Like, so the event we're going to imminently. We're recording this on Tuesday. We're going on Friday
early.
the north of the wall. Well, I don't think those it's not. There's no time. As in, there's timings for the round, but like as in terms of there's going to be 3 games in the first day, 2 in the second. But yeah, I'm being the fun. It won't like being the narrative event it is. So I'm sure some games won't finish. They'll just have to. Like,
it won't necessarily matter.
Won't really matter though, because
they've just they've
fought
to a stalemate.
For the laugh.
Fought to a stalemate.
Yeah.
So it's good we're in a position where you don't necessarily need clocks. No. I mean, if you did have an issue where we did have the reason it all came about was that there was one particular player in a Saffron London event who like annually fucked up the fucking tournament because he couldn't play his fucking games. Yeah. And if you got drawn with him, generally what it meant is you couldn't get a result either.
Exactly.
So he was eliminating himself. Yeah. Which didn't matter after the first round, but he was eliminating everybody he fucking played.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you could never get a result.
And if we still had individuals who were like that, you'd have to have a chess clock still. But it's like I think I knew everybody at that event, like that I ran, and no one's a problem. So there's no need to have
there's no need to punish everybody for one. Yeah.
No one's a problem. So just like it's I like that we've evolved now to a gentleman's style.
It's not really a competitive game. It's like a friendly game played competitively.
Yes.
Yeah. It's how you. I
would say it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, right. So, do you want to talk about who was at the event and the scenarios we played and the rounds, or?
Yeah. I mean, did you want to go through everybody's list?
We can do that later on.
Do that later on. Oh, okay. But then let's just reeling off names.
Okay, so we had how many players? You had 18.
So 18 started the event, and then both Gary and Phil knew they couldn't play the whole thing. Yes. So and I said that's not a problem. It's like best case pairings. It's really easy to drop players out of best case pairings, and it's like come play what you can play. Yeah. So 18 started, and the room, it probably could have taken 2 more at a push, but that was really enough. It was sold out essentially.
The only criticism I have about the room is how fucking dark it is. Yeah. It's like, what is going on with that fucking room?
I know, it's sad, isn't it? It's bad. It's bad.
There was a point where it was like really bright outside, and we had to close the curtains, and literally couldn't see fucking anything.
I know.
Need head torches.
Yes, a dedicated gaming space. It is not.
But it is bizarre. I don't know what's going on.
It's just darkly furnished and badly lit. Yeah. That's the answer to it. And there's.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's still worth playing. I'm just saying. As my eyes get older, it's like, fuck, this is hard work.
I mean, we're playing in a hotel this weekend. That's got to be well lit.
Well, you'd hope.
Yeah.
Might be wargaming well lit, because the problem you need a lot of light, don't you?
Yes, you do. Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
When we record, you wouldn't believe when we record our games how much fucking light there is.
Yes, there is a lot of light. Well, that's where we're recording the. Yeah, on camera.
But unbelievable amount.
There's a lot of light.
Into the thousands of watts of fucking light. Mm-hmm. Anyway, right. So venue was all right. First game got off without any problems. Yeah. You had the mad fucking random table nonsense. So there was no table. That was really good. From number 1s over here.
That's the 14s here. This is a top tip if you're running an event and you want speed.
You want to keep everybody confused.
Is you have the table numbers are obviously a piece of paper, they're separate, whatever. I've laminated some, but then between the rounds, don't bother. Just change the numbers. Just pick up all the numbers, shuffle them, deal them back out to the tables. Let the players find their table number. It's like, and that's easy. That's easily the best method.
It was a fantastic way to get people chatting.
Exactly.
Where's table 7? Fuck knows. It's not when it's 6 or 5.
There's a 4 is missing. Find that one. That's so much easier as to get people. Get it done for because you don't.
I'll be honest. I didn't really understand what it was serving, what purpose it served.
Speed. Well, it means you play on different tables, doesn't it?
Well, you don't. You just play on the same table with a different number, maybe. Huh? Because how's the software knowing what table I've been on when you're moving the fucking numbers all the time?
But it's pairing you. It's pairing you. It pairs up.
Yeah. So what I don't understand how changing the number on the table when the terrain's the
So
same.
it's you to give you, so you move around the room 3 times.
But I could be on the same table, just with a different number every time. I could stay on table 1, which becomes table 4, and I still say I played on the same table twice, and just a different fucking number.
Whatever, like, stop being awkward.
I just didn't understand. Every round, all the fucking tables change numbers.
Yeah. There you go. It's how I.
It was a definite ballism.
It's how I do
it's like,
it.
Yeah, you get there's the regular way and there's the let's be a bit random way.
Well, the event at North of the Wall is going to have the tables represent somewhere in the map. So there's no random there.
Cool.
It's like and some of those tables are going to be very themed tables. I've seen what they've done.
I'm bringing dwarves.
Yeah.
Combat dwarves.
Yeah. Because of the influence of this event.
Yeah, we'll talk about a little bit about that. And hopefully I get to play you because you're Skaven, and that would be the real fucking ding-dong. Come on! You little cheesy bastards.
I mean, if I can engineer it, I will engineer it.
Those dwarves, I love it.
Skaven.
Smash them up.
Yep. It's going to be fun on the bun.
Okay, right, so
what do you want
round 1.
We rolled up
Pitch
Battle with its limited line of sight. Dawn Battle, as it's really called, where you have a limited line of sight of 20 centimetres, which can go throughout the game.
So how it works is turn 1, you can only see 20 centimetres. That affects shooting, obviously, if you've got cannons, but also charging. Yeah. For anything other than infantry, because you can't see.
No, you can't see. You have to be able to see what you can charge.
Which means you're in enemy near.
Yep.
So you got that could go at the end of the second turn.
That's right. Yep.
On a 3-up.
Yep, and then it scales up because if it stays, it's more likely to go.
End of the second player's third turn. Yeah. It's a 3-up, and then it's automatically in the 4. But that can be like 2/3 of the game.
Oh yeah, totally. Like I mean, but remember in Warmaster, you because this scenario doesn't have objectives to hold or something. So if you need a turn where I just need this site to go, you can back off. You can you can basically do nothing in a turn and just okay, I'm going to hold back here and try and wait for this dawn to arrive.
Right.
You can do. Mm-hmm.
And there were no objectives, so it's just a pitch battle.
No. There's no turn limit.
Well, and so I was playing we've got 2 Father Son combos, which is really interesting. Yeah, it's really cool because they're not it's not like a 15-year-old with his 40-year-old dad. It's somebody my age or above. Yeah. With late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
It goes across the generations. It's also kind of aimed at people who are more relaxed about war games.
Yeah, totally.
Don't want to have to fucking chase the meta constantly. Nothing's really changing.
No. I mean,
it's been 25 years in the fucking making. What is it you want to change? The only reason you change it now is for the sake of fucking changing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's reboot the rules.
Yeah, no, totally. We're not on a GW 3-year cycle, and I think some of the issues of Warmaster you're never going to readdress because that would be rewriting the rules, and no one's going to do that. There'd be no traction for that. So we talked about before, it's like the thing that throws new players often is they have a fight, but then what happens afterwards?
Yeah.
So the push and pull.
It can feel very dirty.
Yes,
you can feel very exploitative.
And it's like once you understand it, and I would say I understand it, and you break it into steps, then it's quite simple. And it can essentially if your unit is attacked. If your brigade of more than one unit, is when it goes wrong, is attacked on the front and flank, then they can get really difficult because you lose a lot of troops when you lose the fight because your troops get crushed because they can't move out of the way.
Oh, even worse, front and back.
Well, you deserve that.
But front and side can feel really like I'm being exploited here. Because it's like a finger puzzle. Whichever one I move, the other one's going to get fucked.
Yeah, exactly. And then there is also some randomness in the Warmaster. Like, for example, if you've only got 2 wounds left, if your combat unit only has 2 wounds left, but there's other combat resolution like support and stuff, I can do those 2 wounds to you. And it's like it's almost like sometimes it's like, well, hang on, I'm getting penalised because he's beaten up.
So what? This issue here is generally because you haven't committed enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you've tried to do is pick off.
Yeah.
And what so this unit's only got 1 wound left. Mm-hmm. We can only win by 1 plus your support. Yeah, exactly. And if that means you then lose because
you got to commit more
because you haven't committed enough, then you should have committed more to engage more shit.
So it's
but that just feels weird.
It does feel weird
when you win or draw combat that you've
Yeah.
But that's because there wasn't anything.
Exactly. Like there are some things about War Master that if you were rewriting the game from the ground up, you wouldn't. I would not. You would change. It's like
but what he did when he rewrote it, if you look at the Black Powdery stuff, he just didn't have combat moves.
No, just didn't have it.
It's static.
It's static, isn't it?
Nobody moves
so in
forward,
Black Powder,
backwards.
you melee.
But it's one-on-one as well.
One-on-one. So only ever one-on-one. And that's a massive difference. Is you can't have 2-on-1.
You're not getting around the flanks and back. And
you have support, but that's all it is. And then after the result, the loser rolls on a chart, and they might still be there, they might not.
Might run away, but it's much cleaner because I think it's known that the intricacies around combat results are where all the messiness in the game is.
Yeah, and some people, they get it in their head, and they think it's a grievous, or they think it's more complicated than it is, and they say they don't want to learn. That's like I've had some people tell me, "Oh, War Master, I can't understand the combat, so I never play it again." And it's like because they come up against one rock, didn't understand it, and and refused to learn.
Okay, so there are certain players who, I mean, I will sometimes a position happens where you hit somebody. I think when I played you, I hit you in the front and side.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I set out to do. Mm-hmm. It's just sometimes that's how the combat falls. That's where your troops are or whatever.
Yep.
But there are certain players who kind of try and do that all game, every game. That's their default position.
Yeah.
So they'll put a long line of infantry, and the front will go in your front, and the flank will go in your side of your brigade. Mm-hmm. And if you're a new player and it's happening all the fucking time, it feels oppressive because I'm getting fucking rolled up here without even fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all my stuff's dying just in the movement after the combat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
but I don't know what you could, because that is part of the game.
No, it's the game. It's the game is. I'm still stand by. It's 90% there, but no game's 100%. But the War Master's 90%, where that 10% is this round, is those particular. Basically, if you want to find out where the flaws of War Master are, get new people to play it and hear what their moans are.
Yeah. So one of the interesting things that War Master does is its line of sight is not the same as its arcs.
No.
So you've got your front and flank.
Line of sight's further than your arc. Yeah.
You've got 180 line of sight, which is a really fucking bizarre concept.
Yeah. It's really easy to measure because it's
anything in front of your front you can see.
Yeah, you can see. Mm-hmm.
To infinity, left and right.
To infinity, yeah.
But you can only charge stuff in the front arc.
Yeah, which is a bit weird. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's your charge arc.
Yeah, that is your charge arc. Yeah, it's a 90-degree...
Or the charge arc of what you're charged. But anyway, the fact that its arcs and its line of sight are separated is weird.
It's weird. But the game is very different if your charge arc is 180. It is,
especially really if you
different.
put one stand backwards.
Yeah. That should be illegal.
It's not illegal, it's a regular formation.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Nobody does it, though.
Nobody does it.
Except for...
It's frowned upon.
Unless somebody's really kind of playing aggressively, then you might do it just to fuck them about. Anyway, so round one, I played one of the father-son combos.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Adam.
Yep.
Who was playing Chaos, I think.
Yes, yeah, that's right, yeah.
So,
you're taking demons.
I'm taking demons, right. So my stock demon list, 12 infantry, just like normal, you'll see it on the... I think I played something similar with Paul. Mm-hmm. Just didn't put the general as a fighty general, because there was very little in your pack that rewarded that.
No.
I know that you said the king is dead.
Yeah.
But it still could cost me the game.
Yes, it could, yeah.
And I only get one extra attack, so why am I doing this?
Well, it's up to you. You paid the points for that attack.
You don't need to use it. Sorry, you can just stay in the back.
Go on.
And I played him last year. Or the last time I was here. Maybe it was even this year, I don't know. The last time I was here. Mm-hmm. And he had Chaos, but he built it slightly fluffier. Mm-hmm. So less warriors, less knights.
Yeah.
It was the game I had last time where we were in the big balloons.
Yep.
Left and right balloons. Yep. And I couldn't put enough stuff in the balloons to contest. And this was a different affair, so it's a pitch battle. None of us got any shooting. None of us got artillery.
Yeah.
Just a big fucking meaty maul-up.
Yeah.
But, Chaos Warriors are something to behold, and Chaos Knights are something to behold. But Marauders can't really stand up to Saurus. Demons on the charge.
They'll lose that fight, yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is kind of what happened.
Yeah.
So if you get the charge on them, you're like 2 attacks up on them. You've got the same armor, but you're 2 attacks to stand.
So it should be enough to win, easy.
Yeah, and if they're charging you and you're defended, it's like...
They can't win.
So it was quite a one-sided win. I hardly lost anything.
Fair enough.
And broke him. But, that's... it's good that he was trying to experiment with his list, but the way, if you're a new player, and you want to play a list that's not high elves, you could take very heavy chaos, and they will give anybody a fucking game.
Yeah.
Because you just can't kill them.
Yeah.
You can kill the easy stuff. Can't kill fucking Chaos Knights and Chaos.
No, not easily.
Chaos Warriors.
Didn't he put a standard of shielding on a unit of Chaos Knights? Did you say? Oh no, so you said you brought when you chatted over all this guy's done to one unit of Chaos Warriors, Chaos Knights. He'd given a magic item to.
Okay, well there definitely was there may well have been, but I mean that's an expensive upgrade.
It was,
50 points, and if he comes in a cropper with a cannon or something.
Yeah, that's not the target you want to be shot at. But
I mean, it's hard to get 4 stands off somebody with 3 up armor.
Definitely, yeah.
I think I know what it was. Right, so we were talking about the field bads.
Yeah.
This is why this came into it, because I've got a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
With a lot of attacks, so I was catching his brigades in the front and flank.
Yeah.
And killing his stuff by movement.
Yeah.
Because if you've got like Chaos Warriors, and then I think you might have had Beast, what do they call it? Marauders. So Warriors in column, Marauders in column, then Warriors in column in a sandwich. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you can, if you hit them in the flank and the front, they get rolled into each other, and the Chaos Warriors died or lost stands for the fucking having to push into stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that triggered the loss of the banner. Because when you lose a stand...
got it.
So I'm not even sure I did the wounds to kill it. It's just the movement fucking killed it.
That would make you feel bad, yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Because even if you have to move... If the one on the left-hand flank has to move 1 centimetre right, and the stuff in the middle isn't moving right, it's moving back 1 centimetre, then your stuff's going to die just because it's got nowhere to go.
I've got your score here if you need to remember your score.
I think it was quite big.
Yeah, you got 10. You got the full 10. In that one, so it means you broke him and got the most kills you can get, like points wise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I use a 10 system.
So it's 10. I think it was probably 10-0 or something. It was quite a big win.
Quite a big win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean that wasn't bad play. It was just unlucky, and I think getting caught in the flank and front can be very painful.
Yeah, totally. So I played Shane Streeting. He was using Tomb Kings. I was using Empire, and I'd take from my Empire list. I'd seen on my shelves I had a wizard-looking chap in a griffin, and I wanted to use that model.
Double griffins. Yeah?
So I went double griffin, and I put a wizard on one. And I was like, I've never done this before. I've never seen anyone do this before.
Why is that, Paul?
Because it's not very good. And I realised why it wasn't very good while I was playing 3 games of it. And I was like, that's not very good.
So I played Paul later on.
Yeah.
And Paul's list consisted of a general, a fighting hero, a fighting wizard, and a wizard.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. Mm.
I mean, that's ballsy.
It was, so I took, I've got my list here. I took something of everything. Where did I put it there? There it is. I'd taken an Orb of Majesty on my general.
Did that work?
Did it?
No.
I don't think I ever did, but I liked having
tried
it.
Against
I liked having it.
Didn't work.
I was character light, really. I needed another hero. Certainly in the second scenario, I definitely needed another hero. So I was playing against Tomb Kings. Both of us wanted to shoot each other, and both of us were stuck with that with the range, with the sight.
You think your shoot's not going to do much against the bony?
No,
bodies?
I could have done something. Shane had a beautiful looking Forest Dragon sculpted Tomb King army that he'd painted. Honestly, it looked amazing. And it just, what to say with that? I was, I had my game face on. I was like playing an event. I was like looking at how to exploit it. I did make one classic mistake where I was like, I shouldn't have. Like my 3 units of knights were facing off against equal numbers of chariots, and there was literally a bit of scenery that I hadn't put my knights in next to. Bit of broken ground. I could have just put a unit of knights in. I could have shut that flank down immediately just by putting the knights in there. The chariots can't go in it.
He should shoot you in there.
Yeah, but he can. But I don't mind that. He's not charging me with his chariots. So I was like, I don't know. And I realised when those so I tried to attack him, failed my order. He'd come in at me. And I was like, why have I let this? Why did I just use this scenery? Like, even mid game, I was like, why don't I just do that? I was like, oops. But it came off. I got. Did I get a 10? Oh no, I got 8 points for that one. So I did a decent amount of damage and broke him. It was like, but it was a lovely game. Shane's a lovely opponent. It wasn't. I don't think it was never one moment of like severe unluck either side. I think when it mattered, I managed to do more damage where it needed. in the telling combats. Like I got my orders off better than he did, and I got in the significant combats. I rolled a bit above average, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and that just like told it to me.
So for those of you who don't know Shane, he did there was a painting tutorial in the journal. He did it was like Beastman painting tutorial.
It's really lovely stuff.
So he is certainly a good painter. He
And
might do another one for us.
We chatted afterwards, and he had lots of ideas about the Tomb King list, which I wrote it down. And at some point, I mean, we're not playing in an event this weekend, which is one for playtesting. But at some point, I'll try his ideas out on a Tomb King army.
It's just, I mean, I'm not being critical of anybody, but it's very easy to just add new shit. Especially
it's like he had sound reasoning to it.
That's always sound reasoning, isn't it? Oh, come on, when is it not going to be a sound reasoning?
But
unless you're putting it up.
But I did say to him, if you're going to playtest something, better to playtest a lot of ideas than one. Like, you know, and then you get a scale of like which is the more important stuff.
So if like, I'll try not to get derailed too much, but like, armies have to have weaknesses.
Yeah.
And generally what happens is people say, this army's missing X. So like a classic example, I'm as guilty as anybody. I said that really Empire needs something a bit more punchy than, maybe you have some ogres. Not many of them. But in my head, Empire had ogres back in the end.
They do up there. Yeah, like,
and they are missing ogres, they are missing fly. But I mean, that's their weakness.
They've got to have a weakness, yeah.
Well, you've got to have some weakness.
Yeah, no, totally.
Maybe they got two. I don't know if Empire got. The problem with Empire is I just can't fucking win with them, and it can't be me because I can't be that fucking shit. But I really struggle with Empire.
My second game, it shows like so I played.
Whereas like what I was going to say is I don't think Tomb can struggle to win. They might not have a very good, nice play style, which I would agree with, because they tend to be quite fucking defensive.
You can't make their skeletons better. They have to suck. Like, you know, so their skeleton.
But they've already got like giants and
they got lots. Yeah,
they got toys. They don't fucking take them. They got toys.
They got them.
They got quite. It's not like a restricted list. They got stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They tend to play into their spell list and their artillery.
They're
and
a better
chariots.
defensive army.
They are.
Yeah.
But that's just what they are. Like dwarves are. I'm going to try and experiment, make them try and maybe not be a defensive army, but they were the ultimate defensive army.
Yeah, they always would be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you were saying about game 2 or what?
So my game 2 really like I would have said I played. So the first game Empire played if they're tier 2, let's say that I played Tomb Kings. Let's list them as tier 2. So about the same tier of army. My second game showed like the where Empire lacked against the best armies. But anyway, you talk about your game 2.
All right. So game 2 was
meeting engagement.
Paul's random madness.
The best scenario, in fact. Everyone says so.
So what happens in this scenario is you get random deployment of your brigades.
The table is split up in 6 quadrants.
And then you spend the first half of the game trying to get your shit back together.
Normally.
Or you just win in turn 1. And then the second half of the game trying to fight it out like a pitch battle.
Nobody lost that scenario in 1 or 2 turns. Nobody did.
So we had a very strange deployment. I was playing another kid. I call him a kid. He's not a fucking kid.
Yeah.
This was this Sam?
This was...
Have I got it the wrong way round?
Yeah, no. So you in your second round, you played Adam Palmer.
Well, who were they playing the first round?
So you played Samuel Hunt.
Sam.
Yeah, Sam Hunt.
Son of Sam. Right,
son of Lee.
Who's not son.
Yeah.
Son of Lee. Yeah. So, sorry, I played Sam in round 1 with his chaos.
Yeah.
And I played Adam with his dwarves.
Yeah.
Now, Adam is the guy who won
He's a very good player. He's a very good player.
Master.
Yes, that's right.
With ogres.
Yeah, so a more rounds event. So to be honest, if you've got to grade like levels of win by how many rounds they are, so he got a very impressive.
It was 3 rounds.
What was
it? 3 rounds.
Oh, okay,
all on VPs. He scored 3,000 VPs.
Yeah, but a bigger player. Okay, then a bigger player pool.
Definitely bigger player pool. And he won. I was playing Gobbled and table 1. And he's in table 2.
Yeah.
Tearing up vampires with his fucking ogres.
Yeah.
Good for him. So anyway, I was playing him. He was dwarves. He had a nice dwarf build.
Yeah.
Kind of leaning into the newer shit. So he had an oath stone.
Yeah. Cool.
I've
not seen him use dwarves before as well, so that's cool.
He said he'd had some practice games. Yeah. I mean, he knew his brigades.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's a very good player.
So there was nothing Nothing like haphazard about his formations. He knew how everything was going to set up, where it was, who was commanding what. So he had his own stone, he had a rune bearer with a dispel scroll, and he had a battle banner. Now that's an interesting one. I know it's there, but it's not something I've ever lent into.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know if you know what it does even.
Is that the one where you re-roll attack dice?
No. So you get +1 attack per stand.
Yeah.
For the first combat, you don't choose.
Yeah.
So whenever they fight first.
Yeah, +1.
For the whole of that combat phase. So it's a nice little buff.
Oh, okay. But you can't hold it back.
You can't hold it back.
And it's one use only.
One combat phase only.
Okay.
I guess it could be on the opponent's turn or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're going to get maybe 6 attacks out of it. You might, if you spiral and somehow do like an advance, you might get 12 attacks out of it. If you get a character and then I don't know if he gets it as well.
No, probably not. But anyway,
So it's not a giant amount. 6 attacks for 30 points.
30 points. Okay.
It's a one-off.
Where did he put it? In a unit of warriors?
I'm Warriors.
Cool.
I'm the Warriors. He had a unit of Rangers.
Yep. Who
were both another fantastic. This I will take onto myself to sort out. I will try to sort out. He had the in the rules. You had the classic. They're both scouting and ambushing.
Yeah.
So these.
Yeah.
These Rangers are scouting. Yeah. So they're my 3 points for scouts.
Yeah.
But I'm not replying.
No.
They're ambushing, sir. They're both scouting and ambushing.
Exactly.
So I think, and that could just be a tournament pack thing, but I think it should be, you have to declare whether they're scouting or ambushing. They can't really do both.
That is both.
But no, because the scouting, the game rules say that you deploy your scouts.
Oh, yeah, right, okay, right. Okay.
Right. It says you have to place your scouts.
Well, that's something you can sort out. I would say, well, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Fuck you! I'm scouting and ambushing.
Exactly. They're doing
I'm looking
both.
from under the ground.
Writing it, like sending a little note back. Yeah.
Fuck them. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, if that's how people want it to play. I mean, within the committee, they say, look. The majority says this is how it should be. You should be able to scout and ambush. Then fine. Lean into it. That's the way it's been discussed.
Yeah.
If that's the way it is, that's the way it is. But it just feels a bit weird.
Yeah.
Especially if you lean into it with stuff that like I guess you could put quite a lot of gutter runners in, or the beastmen. The fucking beastmen. Not that there's got much that can scout anyway, but.
Okay. Right.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scouting and ambushing. Double dipping.
Mm-hmm.
Feels a bit 40k. Big game. Anyway, so we had a really weird deployment. All my stuff was in one square. Everything. Fucking everything. Most of his stuff, apart from one brigade, was at the other end of the board.
Okay.
So I mean that's not great for me. And the one that was a bit nearer to me, he managed to get in defended terrain.
Yep.
So a brigade of dwarves in defended terrain.
It's gonna be tough. That's a crack.
So even my good shit, because there's not the cavalry and stuff's not going in there. So the demon horde. They've got 4 attacks, hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Well, the dwarves got 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, and
tapping their armour as well. Yeah.
Tapping their armour. We fought a couple of rounds. We lose a stand. They probably didn't.
Yeah. Once you start losing stands, it's problems.
But then we started losing stands. So there's problems. But the biggest issue was we deployed badly.
Yeah.
That's because I deployed first and I wasn't paying attention. I was still fucking laughing about the double dipping Rangers. So I deployed in column.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah.
And
dwarves have cannons.
I know dwarves have cannons. And even though the cannons were a long way away, they still fire a long fucking way.
Give them a couple of orders.
Yeah. So turn 1, I fucked up all my orders trying to get towards these defended fucking this defended brigade, and then he deleted a unit, a full fucking unit. Boom, off you go. And then turn 2, I still couldn't get my fucking shit together, so I was failing like orders everywhere.
Yeah.
Still trying to get at these fucking idiots, because he's got like just outside my deployment zone. He's in this fucking terrain, and I'm trying to get into it, but obviously I'm trying to order shit with enemy near, and fucking so I fucked up again, and he deleted another fucking unit because I still can't get out of column.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck, I've given away 2 fucking units now. I've only got break like 9 or 10, and I've given away like 20% of it to the fucking cannons for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
Just for my own fucking stupidity. So even later in the game. Even later, and I did make a run of it, and probably the result doesn't look as close as it was, because it was pretty close.
I can tell you the result.
So I had to send a Hail Mary, my dogs, into his brigade of cannon.
Yeah.
Who managed to take out some of it. Yeah. Which was good.
Good. That's good.
Took a unit of cannon out. Oh, and then obviously got blown to pieces. Yeah. And but that caused him to use his battle banner, dwarves, to flank charge my dogs, which used up the banner. Yeah. Which he didn't want to do, but that's what happened. He brought his rangers in towards the end. I mean, it was a good fight, and I gave him I just couldn't get any orders off, and then, dwarves are dwarves. If you're trying to fight them into fucking terrain, it's hard work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then my instability took over. Not that I'm blaming the whole game on instability, but I've said this so many times. You worry about the stands, losing the stands. That happens, and it's a pain in the arse. But the fucking confusion is the one that drives you bonkers.
Yeah. Do nothing. Do nothing.
So as soon as you lose a stand to shoot in or whatever, you've been fighting those dwarves, and then you're in terrain and you get pushed back and lose a stand, whatever the fuck. So now, they're confused.
Yeah.
Well, you're fighting confused. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
You don't want to be fighting confused.
Yeah, worse.
Or you've set it up to a charge. So I've won a combat, right? Won a combat in his turn, unbelievably, because he rubber lanced. A couple of times in this game, he really badly rubber lanced. Yeah. And it's like happy days to me. So I then had fucking split left and right to double fucking envelop. Right? And they both got confused. Because they both fucking lost stands. It's like, fuck off, man. So the only one I could charge you with.
See, every army needs a weakness, Barry.
Exactly, I don't mind. So without it, they'd be incredible.
Yeah, they're really good.
So all I could do then was charge in the front with stuff that wasn't confused. But I don't want to go in his front because it's hard as fucking nails.
You lose that way.
That was just so funny. So for every time you roll the dice, you do get a stand back. That's brilliant. 4 and 5, you lose confusion, but you very rarely have confusion at that point.
Yeah.
And then 1, you lose the stand, which is obviously bad. But 2, 3, the fucking confusion. Oh my god. There were turns where you'd have like 4 or 5 units go confused, and you go like, you just can't. There's all the stuff that's near fighting as well. It's like, you can't order them. You can't go on initiative.
There, doing nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be that way. It has to be that way.
See, your game ended 10-2 against you.
It was nowhere near a 10-2.
Yeah.
Nowhere near.
But you didn't
there was a point I thought I could actually, if I could have won if I'd have cleared that fuckers out of that fucking terrain earlier.
Could have, should have.
Could have, would have, should have.
Could have, would have.
But it didn't feel like a 10-2.
No,
but I guess 4 of that came from the break.
Yeah.
So it was really 6-2.
Well, but someone has got to. Yeah, okay, so.
And I think he did a lot of damage.
He did the most damage to you, but you didn't get the second category of kills on him.
Yeah. So, I mean,
It's got to be a line drawn somewhere.
It's got to be a line. Yeah. But so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. And it's like that game impressed you so much. That's what you want to use for the next event.
Well, just because I think
you saw something in that list you really liked.
Well, no, the Oath Stone's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you would never take a hero, but now you would.
Now you would. Yeah. So that's effectively a good change to the rules.
Because you just had 2 runesmiths.
Yeah, you would, because there was no reason to take a hero really. Yeah.
But now you've got 3. Yeah. You can still only afford 3 characters, but the third one's a hero.
Yeah, there's a hero. Yeah, which is better.
That's good. And the Rangers, although they're expensive,
they are
for ambushers.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. And they can chase. Yeah.
Anything.
They can chase. That has to be there to give the dwarves something. Yeah.
You'd be in the front, but you probably wouldn't.
But, but you could.
But you could. But but I mean, in the flank or rear, everything could chase.
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah. So it's lessened that effect, but there's
So I might lean in and put 2 into because I think 1 when they come out is just not enough.
But 2,
because then you've got a bit of support.
Bit of support, bit of support, bit of aggressive dwarf ranger action.
And fanatics. So the good thing about fanatics is now you can blinker them.
Yes, you can.
I let him off because he left his things exposed. His fanatics a corner because with the 180 line of sight, so there was a corner exposed, and I was like, I let him cover it up.
There you go.
Even though it was
good,
my turn.
well done.
So I can see those wolves can't. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
You let him learn.
Let me know. So I played against Vince with his vampire counts.
Ooh.
So there were 2 players who took exactly the same vampire counts list. Exactly.
Well, they take the same list every tournament.
That's their thing. That's what they do.
They took the same high elf list to the war master.
It's what they've never taken the same goblin list, have they? You're like
they seem to be leaning on everything with a lot of cavalry. I'll be honest.
So and this showed to me so I played. It was a meeting engagement. I've got my empire list against a 8 black knight vampire councillors with two coaches. So
why would it not have two coaches?
That's the point, isn't it? So the rest of the army didn't really matter, because the army is.
Well, I can tell you the rest of the army. It's got 4 zombies and 4 skeletons for a fucking start, and some vampires.
So the meeting engagement ended up with he only had he had his army together aside from 2 units of dogs, which was in the middle zone of my 2. My army was quite a bit more split up, sadly. So I was like, okay, problem. And this is where I needed another character in my army list.
Really?
Yeah, and that's where it.
Relying on 2 leadership 7 wizards isn't a good idea.
Wasn't a good idea. Yeah. So I went. So I managed to. So the game became my knights and my cannons and 1 infantry brigade against his army essentially. While I'd set up my pistoliers, I'd deploy them individually. I'd won the scouting role, and they'd set them quite far forward to give myself room. The idea being that I've got cannons
individually.
Yeah, to push them back.
How are you going to water them?
Well, they're going to come back on initiative. Like their more important role was to give me space, give me living room. So use my cannons. That was my plan with them. So because if those knights are too close to me to begin with, and they all come charging in, they could destroy me. But sadly, another infantry brigade and a steam tank was away from my army, and I never had the character needed because to really. They never made an attack. This other lot, which is a shame because I needed them. To get involved.
I mean, one might say, as the person who wrote the scenario, maybe you should have foreseen this predicament.
Well, there was a situation where my fighting hero got trapped in a unit of knights and then lost the fight he should have won against Black Knights, and when he died, that meant I'd lost that hero.
Oh my god, you lost the hero!
So
the general.
Yeah, that really told. But
you got the teleport, you can bounce around.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Even in that game, I did not need teleport as a spell.
If you're not using it, then when?
Yes, it is a pointless spell. Anything is better than that spell.
Oh,
yeah, that is true. So yeah, and Vince's a good player. Pushed the knights very aggressively at me. The slow rule meant that he's pushing them more against frontal charges than. I know he never once tried a 2 order.
See, that's good.
Which is good.
And he did complain that he failed a couple of times against you.
So that's good. But I mean, sadly, 8 Black Knights and two coaches is better than my Empire list. And
what 3 knights or what have you?
I had 3 knights. Yeah,
exactly. So he's got more than double in the Lancaster squared principle of tank battles. Mm-hmm. He's got 8 tanks to your 3, and his tanks have got fucking. I mean, you've got your terror causers that don't even fucking work.
Yeah. I played 3 games against none of the armies cared about terror. I was like taking 2 terror causing things, and none of them matter about terror. But I did make it. I had some comebacks. I managed. I did do some clever moves where I managed to salvage fights afterwards. So the game ended at him breaking me. He won 10-6. But I did get. I got the maximum amount of damage on him, and most of that was through Black Knights.
Right.
I did kill one of those characters as well.
Right.
So I was quite pleased with myself. I thought I played pretty well considering the situation I was in. There was one moment where I worked out how to I had to split my artillery brigade up to maximise the potential damage I could do. So I shot.
Were they against column or something? Or?
No. It's in various units of knights I needed to bang up. So I had to use Hellblaster. Right, this Hellblaster is going to go close, fire loads of shots, not blow up, and do something. And so I had to so there was a point where I split my artillery brigade up to do that. And that.
Well, he's not got initiative, so you can risk a little bit more.
So it's essentially the turn he won. Yeah, I mean if he'd failed, he had no initiative. So if he'd failed his orders to send his last charges in, who knows? I might have, who knows where. But a problem I had was my lack of characters meant all I could do was he had the initiative of the game. I was reacting to him all the whole time.
Right.
And some of my return, in tennis, some of my return shots were really good. And caught some units out that he lost. That I don't think he expected he was going to lose, but my reserves never got into the game. Sadly, they were just like, and they were up against something that they'd have struggled to beat anyway. So it's like my empire build, at least here, was a more defensive list, and it was hard to be aggressive with something that isn't very good at being aggressive. So yeah, fair play.
But that's the nature of that particular scenario. It pushes your command structure.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that that kind of build of 8 4+ cavalry units, that is at the moment. That's the next time.
There's no limit on.
There's no limit on Black Knights.
No, I don't believe there is.
I think, as it like we talked about it, like okay, slow rule. I got feedback.
Well, slow rule worked.
Yeah. So feedback from people, it's interesting, but it's like personally, I think that more like 6 units of heavy cavalry is enough. Like going more is too much. I would say like we limited the high elf you have only 6 units of silver helms. Maybe that's where the other lists need to have as well.
But were the Chaos Knights not limited to 2 per 1,000?
I mean, they're biggest points, isn't it?
I know, no, it's not about points, but you just don't have any more army, really. But I think there was so I don't think it's strictly that 4-up knights have to be restricted to 3, because I think Chaos Knights are already 2. I think.
Okay, well,
but I mean, even in that world where you restrict them, and I'm not saying you shouldn't restrict them, but you've still got different levels, haven't you? You've still got cold ones who are better than knights, and you've still got 6 of them, or even the dark elf, or Saurus cavalry.
I don't know. I guess my point is that so playing against this vampire count list, it felt like I was only playing against 8 units of Black Knights and 2. Chaps.
Yeah, but in the previous event, I'm pretty sure they had 10 units of Empire Knights.
Yeah.
So all you were fighting was the 10 units of Empire Knights. You're not fighting anything else.
Yeah.
His break's probably less than 10, and he's only exposing Knights.
Yeah. So, I don't know, I just think that...
But I've said this, is that a problem of not your particular scenario, but our scenario pack? So if you say that all the objectives have to be in an open country, no terrain, then why not take fucking Knights?
No, you're right. And also if the classic thing there is if you limited how many heavy cavalry can be in a list, what do you say about Bretonians? Of course
I don't know.
They'd have to be the exception.
Well, how far would you let them go?
Well, they'd have to be the exception.
Well, how far would you let them go? Because they can have all knights. Nothing but fucking knights almost. But would you let that happen? Because maybe people just go to there, because that's the next place.
It's like...
So, I think it's not that straightforward.
No, it's not.
I think slow helps massively, because it really is a pain in the arse. And yes, you say, it didn't affect me, but it will. Statistically, it might not affect you today, but it is going to fucking affect you.
I mean, like, a criticism I had of slow, and this is something I need to put into the committee to feed back, is that it affected an Empire army the same as it affects a High Elf army.
Well, less. Affects High Elf less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's the better commanded armies. It's not as much of a problem.
Because, well, it is a problem. Well, it makes them worse.
Yeah, but
it makes everybody worse.
But it makes everybody worse. And the other people who makes it worse are worse.
They're already worse.
I think I'm about to say it. Yeah,
exactly. But that's the problem. It makes so if you find a way to punish high elves and dark elves and whatever else, then it just makes vampires better.
Yes.
Because they don't have the enemy near, and they don't have the So I mean, there isn't an easy solution.
No, there's not, and it's whack-a-mole, isn't it?
What slow will do is will stop the beach maneuver being taken on.
Yes,
so instead of the 2 orders, like I'm going to go 9-8 in your flank. It's am I going to go 9-7 in your flank, or am I going to go 9 in your front?
Yeah, which is what we want to see. Yeah, we want.
I'd rather take a charge in the fucking front than the flank.
I think we want to have knights charge you in the front than act like light cavalry
and go around the flank all the fucking
time.
Go
around the flank all the time. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So anyway,
so swings and roundabouts.
Exactly, and it's
but what I said that when we limited first, Chaos Knights didn't really matter because they're a bit different. But when we limited Silver Helms, the inevitable fact was if that sticks, and it looks like it's sticking. Then you'll have to look at other lists. You can't have 6 Silver Helms against a dozen fucking Empire Knights, because that's just bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Because it doesn't matter how good they are, they're not going to kill twice as many of the same fucking troop type just because
they're not.
Just because they get the drop.
Yeah.
Especially with the slow rule.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, so I
maybe over time we have to limit everything to 3 or 4, maybe 4, maybe 2. If you no.
Personally, I think 6 is enough.
Yeah, but It might, yes, it might be enough. It might be enough, but it may be there's more.
Six means it's not all your army.
But it may be there's a bit more flexibility in different lists rather than just a blanket ban.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
Empire can have a little bit more because they're not as good.
Yeah.
Not that I've never taken 8 Empire Knights anyway. I've only ever taken 4 because I want to get the other shit in.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to get the fucking cannons and other bits and bobs in.
Yeah. Anyway, so I played my point back to the event. I played a good game. I played it hard, but I lost. We're into round 3.
Yeah, I played my game really hard and lost way better than worse than you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so round 3
was
big balloon tits.
Two balloon tits in the middle, on either side that you got zones to hold. And I got drawn against Barry.
That's true, and he didn't re-roll it. I think we played this matchup recently as well.
We have, I think. So.
Did you play Empire last time we played
so.
Demons?
Yeah.
So it was quite a similar matchup to what we did.
Yeah.
We had the 2 big zones.
Yep.
And with no terrain in them.
Yep.
Which obviously makes it a bit better for cavalry.
Yeah.
You got to be honest, haven't you? But that's a scenario choice.
So my general tactic here was on my left hand side I put my knights and my infantry, and I was going to this one I will charge in and take the objective by beating everything off it and deploy and having stuff behind. I thought the infantry would stand in it. And on the right hand side, I put all the missile troops, and I was like, in this one, I will sneak forward a unit. The only thing, the minimum I need to hold the zone, and I will do lots of firepower onto that side. That was my plan.
Right. The funniest bit of this game was when Paul realised the brigade that contained his baggage train went into a wood.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no! You've left me outside! Facing hordes of fucking demons!
Yeah.
These halberdiers with the fucking baggage.
Oops. I did do that.
Your brave infantry wouldn't come out.
Yeah. Like,
sorry!
No, not having that. Yeah, so I really like the baggage train as an extra thing. There's the idea that you have to defend something with your infantry in the as every scenario was quite.
But I mean, the thing about the baggage train being a chariot, which it was, it's like super restricted.
Yeah, totally.
Here's a field. Oh shit.
Yeah. No.
I mean, shit. Here's a fucking wood. Shit.
Something I might change next time, just to try, is I might say the baggage train makes your unit defended, but it can't move. That'd be quite interesting.
Like a trebuchet.
No, as in, so you're defending so one of your infantry units has to defend your camp, let's say.
Oh my god! We'll just have a camp then.
Well, then it has to defend your camp, and that means so at the start of the game you nominate one of your units that is defending something so it's defended, it's fixed in place, can't move.
All those DBA games had a camp.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to look at
that. And you just have to put troops in the camp.
Yeah.
They get defended.
Yeah, I have to look at that. Yeah,
basically it would just be like a very, very small village.
Yes.
So the same rules as a village.
Yeah. I'll have to look at it, but I like the concept of it. Yeah.
I think it was quite difficult to be a chariot.
Yeah, but I had to. Otherwise, you would hide this baggage train in a wood at the back of the table, and it was really hard. It'd be impossible to get to. That's why I did it. That's why I gave them the restrictions.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I never lost it. I just put mine in my combat troops.
Yeah,
and went out fighting.
And some people chose to do that. Yeah.
What's the alternative? How am I going to protect this fucking thing? Leave it back on its own?
No.
I mean, everybody's got knights virtually.
Yeah.
So I mean, you might as well just stick it in one of the troops and off we go.
Mm-hmm.
If you get dinged up, leave it behind. But yeah, I enjoyed our game. It was a bloody game. There wasn't any.
Yeah. So also, because I was running the event and I wanted to make sure our game finished at good times, that gave me a chance to do other stuff, and make sure we were out at 6 o'clock. So I did play aggressive. I was like, right, win or lose, I'm going to do this quick. That was that's my tactic. As a tactic, strongly take one, fight you off one, and then piecemeal hold the other. That's my plan, and I'll do it fast. Win or lose.
What that meant was that because Paul was playing quickly, he's not maximising his cannon because he'd have liked to have taken infinite fucking turns.
Oh yeah.
Shooting away. I'm not even sure the cannons really did anything.
Yeah, if I wasn't running the event, that one, and it wasn't the last round, let's say, I would have done a different tactic. Right. Yeah, I'd have tried to play basically longer turns. I'd have played more turns and using cannons.
Right. So apart from his knights, which are the biggest problem for my army, because I have got some reasonable punch in my cavalry and chariots and stuff, but it's all 5 up armour, and it all starts to vanish away. So the 3 Eastern Knights took some dealing with, but the rest of his army really can't cope with Demon Horde.
Yeah. No. Like, no.
There's not one me what the fuck you're going to fight with. How it is. Fanatics, bring it on, mate. Come on. Come here, mate.
No. No, not good. Not good. I say, and like I'd paid the points to have 2 terror causing units in 3 games. People immune to terror. I was like, wow, fucking great.
That's a lot.
I know it was. I was like, that's
got to be like 160 points.
160 points
away.
in Griffin. That the main thing there is for terror, like to cause terror. And it's like it's not working. Like,
it ain't working,
I ain't scaring the dead. I ain't scaring the dead again, and I ain't scaring.
I'm not even sure I took anything because of that reason. Yeah. I don't worry about terror personally.
No, you shouldn't. Well, not if you're playing an army that's immune to it.
And the buff of getting terror is kind of like it's situational. Half the time, like you say, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. So I would not if I knew I was if I knew I was going to play against Tomb Kings, Vampire Counts, Demons, I would not have taken 2 Griffins. I would have taken 1. Like,
would have taken any. I brought another hero.
That's
or maybe
what I needed.
2. Maybe 2 more heroes. Trading a hero for
I might have taken 3 heroes. That'll get me doing something.
That'll get me moving.
Yeah. But yeah. So our game ended. The score was 9-3.
Attention! If you need to get your miniatures safely from point A to point B, then get yourself a KR multi-case. KR multi-cases come in all manner of different shapes and sizes and have gamer-friendly pricing. So do yourself a favour and get yourself a KR multi-case today. Soft foam, hard cases.
So, top 6. In first came Vince, the copy Lodi.
It's funny how it's his list and we call him the copy.
Yeah, that's why I call him that. So, Vampire Counts, he got 10-10-10. So,
you've got to go any better than that.
He can't. He literally can't. And so this is the
we'll list. Talk about this because it's the same list for number 2.
Same list for number 2. In number 2 was Graham, the original Maynard. Who copied. And he took Vampire Counts and he got 10-10-9. 10-10-9. So the last game would have been Graham versus Vince with the same list. The one they
play every week.
The one they play every week.
Because they practice.
Played for and got.
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron, definitely. Third was Adam the Son Palmer, and he had Dwarves with a 10-10-7. And that was the guy you played
round 2. Very good. Very good.
4 was Barry Pittman with Demons, 10-9. Was your result?
It wasn't really a 2 in the middle.
It
says a 2. I'll take a 2.
So you got 2 big wins and a loss. About that, and that's because of your scale of wins that put you in 4th. 5th was James, the Oven Ready Baker, also with Vampire Counts. He got a 10-4-6, but it wasn't exactly the same list as the others.
Okay, well we will hopefully
we'll go through. I wonder how different it was. And then 6th was Paul, the man who would be King Godbold, with his Bretonia, 4-10-4. He got the first round. He just broke his. How about that? That's a really weird result. How do you manage to do that? But yeah, he won by breaking the opponent and not scoring enough. That's interesting. Oh, maybe that game ran out of time for them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was the result they submitted.
There were 3 vampires, and obviously Bretonian are leaning heavy in the knights, but dwarves don't have knights, and demons don't have.
Yeah. So our top 6 is vampire 3 times, dwarves, demons, Bretonia.
Right, so have you got the list?
I do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just press... Okay, so the first list, top list, places 1 and 2.
Places 1 and 2. 4 skeletons, 4 zombies.
That's the minimum, by the way. You wouldn't take them if you didn't have to.
3 grave guard.
Okay.
Then 8 black knights, 2 dire wolves, 1 felblat, a vampire lord as your general, 2 vampires on 2 black coaches, 1 with a sword of fate, and 2 necromancers, 1 with a ring of magic, and 1 with a scroll of dispelling. Wow. Yeah, pretty all killer no filler there, I would say. I mean, Ring of Magic's very common, Scroll of Filling is very common, 8 Black Knights, yeah. It's 2 terror causing things, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, it's interesting. That is, you take a flyer even though there's shit.
Breakpoint 11. It's not even small. Breakpoint.
I mean, it was because you've got all the shit.
Yeah.
What you want to do if you're playing,
you want to fight it.
You fight the skeleton zombies. Fuck the knights.
Exactly.
Get into the skeleton zombies.
But are you going to be able to?
No, sir.
No,
probably
that's
not.
what you want to fight, but are you going to fight
it? No, sir, because they're fucking rubbish and they're hiding.
Yeah. Paul Godbold. So the Bretonian list that came 6th. Had a general with an orb of majesty. 2 heroes with a sword of fate. An enchantress with a scroll of dispelling. Men at arms. 2 enchantresses, that is. 4 men at arms, 2 squires, 3 knights, 2 Pegasus knights, 2 Grail knights, 1 with a sword of might and 1 with a sword of cleaving. So both Grail knights have a magic item. 8 peasants and 4 bowmen to give you a breakpoint, a Bretonnian breakpoint of 7. Mm-hmm.
That's common. So it's break 3, isn't it?
So
break 4.
Break 4. Yeah. So they have 7 units knights, so breakpoint 4. Yeah.
Breakpoint 4. Mm-hmm. And a lot of fucking chaff. And it's funny how people have gone back to taking peasants, but you can't bring the holy fucking Grail thing because it turns them into stuff that costs points.
Exactly.
Ain't that good? It turns rubbish
you want the 30 points to be 30 points.
I don't want 30-point rubbish that now 50-point fucking rubbish.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. I mean, that's an interesting list. That is how Bretonnians roll.
I think that's how we. I bet maybe probably you didn't take that many peasants. Probably one big brigade of peasants with Grail.
But even though
the Grail used to be fantastic,
they're going to jam things up. They're going to get killed. It doesn't matter.
Well, it matters in VP tournament.
Yeah, but
so if you're a War Master,
it would matter. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That's how we used to build Bretonnian lists with 7, break 7. Yeah. Well, break 4 in effect.
So Adam,
but you've got one of the big problems with Bretonnian. It's all fucking impetuous, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's very little control once things start going off.
Starts attack. Yeah. So Adam Palmer's dwarfs.
This was good.
So 10 units of warriors, 1 with a battle banner. 1 unit of rangers, 2 troll slayers, 2 cannon, 1 flame cannon, the general, the hero with an oath stone and a sword of might, and the runesmith with a scroll of dispelling. Gives you a break point of 8.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright. It was good. Good little list.
Good list.
Good little list.
Then...
So I've stolen it, obviously, but I've tried to turn it up with a bit more confidence.
So James Baker, the other Vampire Counts list.
Right, excellent.
This took 8 units of skeletons, 4 zombies, 8 units of ghouls, 2
my god, this couldn't be any more different if it's
2 ethereal hosts, 8 dire wolves,
what?
2 fell bats, 1 vampire lord, 2 vampires, 1 with sword of destruction, 2 necromancers, 1 with scroll of dispelling, breakpoint 17. That couldn't be more different. That didn't take a single night. There you go. Wow. I'd like to have played against that.
I'd like to play that. I'd like to throw my knights into that.
Yeah. 8 skeletons, 4 zombies, 8 ghouls, 2 graveguard, 2 ethereal hosts, 8 direwolves.
He must be playing for the flanks with the direwolves.
Yeah, we'll have to, wouldn't he? That's a huge... I mean, breakpoint 17, absolutely huge army. And he did well with it.
Full of rubbish.
Yeah, exactly. So
a huge army. Ghouls, they got no... I mean, you're leaning into the fact that you don't need initiative.
Yeah, well, there's initiative there, but
yes, and you've got the...
But there you go. What a different
ethereal host. I wouldn't touch with
fair play, James. It's that's a really different army, considering what you would say the meta is. For them, yeah.
Oh, certainly, it's not a list I'd have taken. No, but I mean, he came sick.
Yeah.
And so it was top 3rd, and
he did well. He got 2 wins out of it. Yeah.
It just goes to show you can build the list how you want to.
Yeah, totally. And.
Break 17, I think that could have been the biggest one I saw. Yeah. I didn't see it, but I wish I'd have seen it now.
I think that's everything that
was in...
There's yours. Do you remember yours?
Well, it's probably 12 Demon Horde, 2 of each of the chariots and cavalry, 1 flyers, and a character pack.
There you go. That's it. Yeah. Cool. And other people took other lists, but they did not place as high.
Yeah. Okay, well, it was a good event. It was a good
event.
It was a bit low key in the evening, although we did go to a strange cellar bar.
I liked it.
Where I felt veritably young.
Right, fair enough.
Which is the strangest feeling when you're 55 and you feel young in a way.
You feel young again. The elixir of life.
Beer goggles.
Yeah, totally.
I'm going to feel young this weekend.
Yeah, you will.
Except in the mornings.
No, you won't feel young again. You'll feel very old. I mean, I'm going to feel bloody old at 5:30 on Friday morning when I have to get up. Yeah, but never mind. Your job is to keep me awake, wake me up at the important bits of the trip.
The Weatherspoons.
The Weatherspoons, yeah. Wake me up with a Leffe. Yes. Leffe is life. But yeah, that's the kind of event I want to run. It's it's using some interesting stuff to in sort of the rules pack, and getting people's feedback from it, and I will put that into the committee like feedback at some point, because it's interesting points that are raised from people. And it's yet again, it's just so easy to run a War Master event. I find now that it's like I would do it every weekend if I could.
So you need to go cautiously a little bit, because as I said in my little ranty fucking video, that we don't want people to come back and then their armies have been like made invalid.
Oh no, never that. But I mean, you get.
So you don't really want to go too heavy-handed on the knights if you don't have to. Is what I'm saying. So I think it may be that the slow rule's enough to keep most of it in check.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is
that may have been a better thing to do than even the reduction of the Silverhelms, but it's in place now. So
the quest for balance continues, and you never find perfect balance. And as we said before, like you adjust one thing and something else will rear up as like the problem.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah,
what you've
of course it is. But that's the evolution, isn't it? And it's like you can, and we have set a precedent in the committee. We have gone back and changed something. We changed something, then changed it back again, like your Dogs of War pikemen. You know, so it's like if we did change something and it was like we found released in the wild, it was getting abused in a way we hadn't foreseen.
You can do it. The light cavalry rules.
Exactly.
It's suddenly 1 million hobgoblin light cavalry.
Oops.
Where have these come from?
Oops.
Whole lists of hobgoblin light cavalry.
Oh yeah. Like maybe we did a problem there, but like if you compare it's a good point actually. So if you compare the effort it takes for the TO to run, because I did this all completely as a one-man show, like to run this event like I've done, but you compare it to the effort that's going to be put into the event that we're about to go into. Night and day. Night and day. Like the guys for North of the Wall have put some serious thought and time and their own resources into running this thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, and hats off to that. And it's like I'm a team captain, but that hasn't meant I've had to do anything for it. Like I'm turning up and calling the shots.
I love the fact that they've only committed to one every 5 years. That's it.
Yeah, We'll
see you in 2030. Mate. Don't bother
mate, because it's not. It's you think it's easy to run a narrative event? Hell no. And it should create some really funny stories.
Did you get your badges sorted?
I have them. They should be arriving today.
Okay, happy day.
What I write on them is yet to be decided. Team Evil. I'm Team Evil, and so's Winter. Maybe. Yeah, but my team will have badges to tell them apart.
Winter me.
Yeah, Winter me. Winter get in me.
Right, okay, so we're going to call it a day. It's about time. Got to get on. Paul's got to go to work.
Stuff to go do.
So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed it, say something. Otherwise,
thanks very much.
Otherwise, we'll see you next time. If you didn't enjoy it, don't bother saying anything.
Don't bother saying
just take it as read.
No news is good news.
See you next time.
Two of you together, that's fine. But what if one of you is the monster?
Monster? They're British.
Two of you together, that's fine. But what if one of you is the monster?